So we're back with another podcast. This is Will Knight and All About Nothing. I'm here with Danny, who is my best friend's nephew. And Danny, so how you doing?
I'm doing good. My name is Danny. I'm 21 years old. I go to Northern Illinois University. I'm studying elementary education. So I want to be an elementary school teacher at some point. I got about a year left. I'm going into my senior year. And I live here in Elgin, so I'm excited.
So you really want to work with kids?
Yeah, I think so. I've worked with kids for a long time. I taught swim lessons, and I've been a lifeguard for a long time. I think I just enjoy working with like that age group a lot. It's like fulfilling.
Oh, okay. So your uncle lives in Madrid, Spain, and he's been living there for a little bit over 20 years now. So do you have any interest in visiting your uncle?
Absolutely, yeah. I love when he's in town and when he comes to visit, and I love to see him a lot. And I know Europe is like such a beautiful place. And I do want to go to Spain a lot. My brother studied abroad, like maybe 2 years ago, and he kind of went all across Europe, which just seemed really awesome. And I do really want to go to Spain at some point, and kind of with a lot of aspects of my life, it's just a matter of doing it, and like taking the action. So,
so right now you have a choice whether to hit the brakes or to hit the gas. So why you don't want to travel? What's your hesitation about traveling to Spain?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a big step. I think some nervousness will come from like money, like it seems the idea of it seems expensive, and to go there by yourself, and it's also a big I think it's a lot of built up things in my head of like, oh, I'm gonna be gone for a long time, I'm gonna be away from family, friends, won't be able to work, won't be able to do whatever. And obviously saying it right now, it's like, oh, I'm gonna miss out on these mundane things to do this really extraordinary, awesome experience. But I think it's just kind of putting in the work to like look into it and like what it would actually take to get out there.
But your uncle lives there. He's been there for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
He used to work for a Fortune 500 company. So you're not going to be alone. And he also has friends. And I personally go to Madrid, Spain, and Italy, and Europe all the time. Mm-hmm. So it's just a point of getting there. But you mentioned that you're a teacher. So have you thought about teaching there?
I've heard of that as a possibility. My brother has expressed interest in that, like where you can, teach English in Europe. And I have a cousin right now who is going to be staying in, I think, Spain, or Italy, I think. But I just know she's in Europe for like 2 whole years, like being a teaching assistant. And, I think that would be, a great, productive reason to get out there besides just like traveling and vacation, like to get that experience of like teaching and especially in a new country, just getting to see stuff. So I would be very interested in it. Yeah.
And do you speak another language?
I'm pretty good at Spanish. I wouldn't call myself fluent, but I'm pretty good. I'm okay.
So the thing about Spain is there's different dialects, different words that you have to get used to. Even myself, who do not speak Spanish fluently, understand the language and the tone, but I may not understand a word that is presented in Madrid, Spain, or in Spain in general versus in the United States. So some of the things you probably, you will pick up on and things that you will learn while you're there. So my next question is, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
5 years?
Yeah.
Well, I would hope I would have a teaching job, obviously. I've always imagined that when I finish school, I'm going to start looking for positions around this area. So in Elgin, the main district that I went to, my parents worked at, all that stuff is U46. So it's just kind of what I'm most familiar with, and I imagine I'd probably want to start a job there at some point. It's kind of.
So if you go to Spain and you like it and enjoy it, your uncle's there, you meet some of his friends, of course they're going to take you under their wings. They're going to show you everything about Spain. Have you ever thought about living there? You mentioned your brother. Tell me about him.
Yeah. My brother, he studied abroad there for a semester, and he was basically living there for around like 4 months. Um, I I don't know if the idea of living there sounds like, beautiful and really cool. I know personally I feel really like settled in just, Elgin. All my best friends are here, like my family's here. I don't know if I would be able to commit to just, leaving all that to like live in a whole new country. But the idea of staying there for a long time, spending a summer there, spending a month there, a few weeks, like that does sound very appealing to me.
And you can also learn there and study there as well.
Yeah. That opportunity seems really cool too. I wish I would have had the chance to study abroad with my program. It's just at the point I'm at now, all my placements like are kind of requiring me to be here. Mm-hmm. So that's where like my student teaching is. But my brother told me a lot about how I can just like go. You don't have to go to Spain or to Europe just to study abroad. You can just go to travel. You can go to, or like what we've been talking about, the teaching opportunities that are over there. Just teaching English and stuff like that.
Okay, and a couple more questions before we end this. How old are you?
21.
So, 21-year-old, what advice do you want to give the other people in your same situation, like going to college, becoming a teacher?
Wow, advice. Just always trust your gut. I think if you're doing something that you think you're supposed to be doing because you think you're supposed to be doing it, your gut will always tell you whether, it feels good and it's something that's going to make you happy. And advice that I hear from older people is always like, it's never a bad idea to just try something. You're young, you don't have to commit to things. So, based on what I hear, I imagine that that's, something that I, can feel safe, pursuing this career path in a way that like I can, especially in education, there's so many different places I can go with it and like different avenues, different specialties, and just find something that is fulfilling and that, gives you a purpose.
Okay. So you took my last question away from me, so I have to come up with another one.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. So this is All About Nothing, and I'm here with Danny, and we're going to sign off right now. Like I said, this is All About Nothing, and this is Will Knight, and this is my podcast. Thank you.